the whole sunset light in the background was just not happening to me. I got so frustrated like after 1 minute of recording that I just turned on the lights. Like, bro, I cannot do anything about it. I tried to be aesthetic, but clearly that's not my forte right now. So you're gonna deal with it. I still turned on the light, hence the purple hue on my face, and that's what we're gonna deal with. This is the best aesthetic I can come up with, by the way. This is the best thing that I can do right now. So please bear with me. It is the quality that matters, not quantity. So the video is gonna be divided into 3 parts. First would be about people, because that's what we care about, right? Other people. I know. The second would be myself, or in this case, yourself. I hope you can like put these advices onto yourself and apply them. So yeah. And the third section would be about growing up in general, turning 19, my thoughts over it, and whatever I feel about turning 19, which is really not much. So yeah, let's go. Let's just, first of all, I just want to say, like, growing up does not mean that I've gained more wisdom or whatever. I really don't think so. I don't think growing up equals wisdom at all. I just think that it is the amount of experiences that I've had and the amount of lessons I have learned. I think I can help you with that a little. So just tell me if you like that part of the segment, because that's something I have clearly dealt with, and I had no one to like talk about it at all, because there were a lot of people who were talking about a lot of things, but I did not have someone who talked about really specific things that I wanted to talk about and wanted to know like why was it there. So just tell me if you want to talk about growing up part in general. I could make a whole video about it. Yeah, I want to start off by saying, if someone does not like you, they don't like you. Like, bro, I'll go to my grave saying that. And as a former really bad people pleaser, if someone does not like you, you cannot make them like you. Like, girl, you'll just go on a road. I like this really good analogy that you can go to a road and lay down. They're gonna walk all over you because they don't like you, they don't care about you. And I'm so passionate about this because I have had like recently experienced some of the moments where I was like, whoa, I did so much for them and they don't like me. And coming back from the point, like, you cannot force connections with someone. That's the point I want to talk about. As someone who has grown up being a huge people pleaser, you cannot force connections, bro. Like, it happens naturally. Like, a lot of people do that they're gonna trauma dump on people in hoping of a deep connection, and it just not work out, and you literally gave a part of your soul to someone who does not give a shit. That's shitty, man. That's so fucked up. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for you if that happens to you. I've been there, and it just feels like a part of your soul ripped out, and no one cares, bro. Like, secondly, I want to get this off my chest. Literally no one is that busy. And it's sad, but like, no one's that busy. If people like you, if people want you to feel loved and included, they're gonna say that. They're gonna say, and they're gonna at least text you that, oh my god, I'm busy right now, I'm gonna talk to you later. That's it. I love you, I miss you, bye. Does not take more than 10 seconds. And if they're not doing that, whoever that may be, for me, it's mostly my friends, but literally it's not that deep. And if they're quote unquote busy for you, they just don't like you enough, honestly, because I've been emotionally exhausted. I've been there, but yet I have had the maturity to talk to my friends and tell them what I'm feeling and tell them that I miss them and I love them, but I'm gonna talk to them later because my mental health is not doing good. It does not take a while. And also, it's just the fact that we are growing up right now, And seeing a lot of these immature men and women on Instagram or TikTok perhaps, it just boils my blood. We're 19 now, dude. We have a whole life ahead of ahead of ourselves, and I don't think that you should waste your time with these people. These people are like not good. They're gonna suck your energy because you're gonna be overthinking that did you do something wrong? Did you do something to offend them? And that's just gonna drive you crazy. These people just should not be in your vicinity, or you should just tell them once, okay dude, you're gonna communicate properly to me, or otherwise I'm just gonna cut you off, bro. Like, please, I'm just not gonna take responsibility for people who are immature. Third, people who joke about everything under the sun in the terms of jokes. Like, bro, what do you mean you called me fat and rude and ugly and now you say that it was a joke? How is that a joke? Like, can someone explain me how is that a joke? How is calling someone ugly a joke? I don't think it is. And honestly, like, people who do that a lot are naturally insecure about themselves, and they project their insecurity onto you. I recently had someone who called me fat, and I was like, bro, why are you calling me fat? And then he called it again. He called me that again, and I was like, you should stop spewing shit out of your mouth and please mind your words. And then he continued to make a joke about it, so I just blocked him. I blocked him. I had no choice, bro. Like, I'm not gonna deal with people who gonna make me insecure about myself when I'm already insecure about myself. Like, bro, like, that's crazy. Calling someone ugly is crazy, and like, social media does that a lot. It desensitizes you from things that actually matter, and just like, physical insecurity is another thing. Let's talk about genocides and wars. Social media desensitizes you from it when people start joking about it. It's not good for you, and you should just completely stop talking to people like that who makes jokes about everything and does not listen to you. Like, you should stop. I'm gonna close off this segment by saying that, okay, you should be open to making new connections with a lot of different people, because that's how you become more interesting and become more confident in a room. But you should be really, really, and I mean this with a big, really cynical towards taking advices and even insults. You should not take insults blindly. I don't even know why do we take insults so blindly. You shouldn't take advices. You shouldn't take compliments. You shouldn't take insults blindly. Like, just know, like, okay, these are surface area insults. They don't know me. The same thing you do with compliments, you should do it with insults as well. You should not take insults blindly. And honestly, jokes aside, you should just be a lot more observant of people, and you should not be a people pleaser, and just learn to make yourself independent yet open to new approaches. Fourth thing is external validation. Honestly, there are two things to it. Like, good reassurances is really nice to hear when you're down in the dumps and I really need someone to like call me and say, oh my god, Nay, you're the best thing in the whole world. And I'm just gonna be like, yeah, no, I'm the best thing in the whole world. But you should not like solely base your opinions onto others, because I did that, you know. Like, again, these are, in my case, these are friends. I don't know a lot of guys, so I'm just not gonna give my opinion on that. But like, even with boys, honestly, like, both the things, you should not base your opinion on someone else, because it's not like your experiences and their experience differs by like a lot of things, right? So their opinions does not like really matter, because again, they're not in your place. They don't know what your ambitions are. They do not know what your goals are. And even if they do, they're not in the same position in their head as like you. So what is my English, bro? I don't know who the hell made a correlation between wisdom and age and growing up. Like, what like, it just makes no sense at all. Growing up is having a certain level of maturity, but aging is a physical process, and having wisdom and is having internal enlightenment. bro, like that's crazy to think that if you think like growing up and aging is correlated. That's crazy. Like I have met like 30-year-olds who are immature as fuck, and then I've met 12-year-olds who are like great conversators. Is that a word? I don't think that is. Like who are great people to talk to. But I have realized as I turned 19 that two things. Growing up is not being put together. Like 18-year-old me thought 19-year-old me would have like stability of fucking gods, bro. Like I thought I would be so stable, I would have this, that, and then the other. And I do have some of the things, I'm gonna be honest, but I don't think I'm stable at all, bro. Like, oh, my mental health went to shit. But like I don't think growing up or is linear or it follows a timeline. It's like really hard to think about it because I do want a certain set of things by a certain age, but it's also a really hard truth to admit that growing up does not have a timeline, nor does like having success has a timeline, because you never know. Like honestly, it's not a bad thing either. Like you can grow into a star tomorrow, or it could take 10 years to make a star, to make you into a star. But like what I'm trying to say is that it is not linear. Nothing is linear. Nothing's gonna like be linear and it's gonna follow a specific path. More often than not, you're gonna be like this while having achieving your success or going to a path that you want. Paths that you want. But like advice then for the growing up section would be to just be flexible. Again, if you have noticed, all of these follow the same pattern. You need to be flexible and you need to adapt to new circumstances, bro. Like as humans, the only way we have survived for this long is that we have adapted to a lot of things. We have adapted to, for example, ice age. We have adapted to wars. We have adapted to pandemics, and now we are here. So this is the best advice I can give you, that growing up means adapting to new things and still not giving up on your goals. That's the best thing, because your goals have to drive you. They keep you alive, bro. Like for me, my goals keep me literally alive, and that's something that I'm very passionate about, that you should not deviate from your goals, but instead what you should do is navigate a plan that is flexible enough to still reach your goals. That's it. That's literally it. You need to be flexible as fuck. That's a skill that's gonna take you far. And take it from me, I'm not flexible at all, but I've learned it to be because circumstances, bro. Like I had to adapt to a lot of new things, and it has taught me a lot, because success has no definitions, and also success can come from anywhere, bro. Like you would think that this thing would give you this amount of success, but what if you just take up for example coding the next day and it makes you billions? You don't know that. So to conclude this video, I would like to just give a few pointers. First, to be flexible in your thinking, in your mentality, in your thoughts. The second would be to not let energy vampires drain you, because they're gonna drain you. And to observe people a lot and their patterns, and realize what their intentions are. If they truly like you, they'll show it. If they don't, they'll show it that too. You just have to be observant enough to pick out the mal ones from the crowd. And for the myself section, I would just say to learn about yourself and be curious about yourself more. You are not what any other person says you are, or you're not what the environment says you are. You are what you do. So you should just do a lot of shit and make yourself proud and make yourself interesting enough to be likable or loved, or just be interesting enough to be by yourself and have fun. Okay, yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. I love you so much. I'll see you next one. Bye.